I want to take this time to introduce our next conductor. We've been very fortunate for the past 8 weeks to have a student teacher among us. And even though his last day was yesterday, he came in today to practice with the 7th grade second hour band, because otherwise yesterday would have been his last day. So thank you for that, although I'm sure he enjoyed sleeping in. But Mr. Connor Lukey is with us from UNO, and he's going to be conducting Simple Gifts.
While the jazz band's warming up, we would like to not only thank you for coming tonight, but for all of the support that you show your child in the arts and in everything that they do. Just wanted to talk real quick about you could warm up something. I'm sure you've heard of the acronym STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, and while that is super important, we don't want to forget the arts, and so the acronym you may not be aware of is STEAM, and that's the alternative that is the National Association for Music Education is also trying to push. And that's still science, technology, engineering, and math, but it also includes the arts. I am a firm believer that as society is changing, that our students need a way to express themselves. And not all learning experiences are always done in the academic classrooms. These kids, if you knew where this particular 7th grade started out at the beginning of this year and how far they have come, and how much of a heart attack they gave us yesterday and today when pieces started falling apart, what these kids are learning and kids in the arts are learning is how to take something that's challenging, something that's tough, stick it through, not to give up, but to keep at it, even when it's frustrating, even when it seems like there are other things that would be more fun to do than to practice. And I think not only are we teaching kids to express themselves in the arts, we are also teaching kids to stick to it and see something to the final project, the final culmination. So as talk is happening around the nation and more around our state about needing to cut arts in order to make time for other things, to cut arts in order to save on budgets. Please share your music experience with others and your child experience with others so that arts are not forgotten. And just in case I haven't talked long enough already, the QR code for the programs tonight, that is something that we are just trying out to see how it works. As budgets are getting tighter and tighter, we are interested in still providing programs, but in a way that we can reduce printing costs, also save on the environment. How many of you, show of hands, used the QR code tonight instead of a paper product? Okay, and don't feel guilty if you picked up a paper product. We won't throw anything at you. But if you would either grab one of us after the concert or send us an email and let us know how that worked for you and if it's something that you could see us continuing and being a beneficial thing, we would sure be interested in knowing. And with that, let's hear from Joseph.
decided to extend my talking because I think that, we have the time, we have the gym. I got a few things I want to say. So, but in all seriousness, I do want to say a few thank yous on behalf of the staff here. And first off, I want to say that we're just so fortunate around here. We just have such an awesome staff here that works at this school, whether it's in the front office or it's in the classroom. We just have some great faculty at this school, so I want to recognize them, and I know we have a couple here in the audience tonight, so if you could just give a round of applause to the wonderful staff here tonight. And along with great staff doesn't happen by accident. We have some wonderful administration. I know that Mr. Moshik is here tonight, but they are so supportive, and they're always asking, how can we help make things better, and how can we help you out? And I just want to let you know, and let Mr. Johnson know as well, that we are very thankful for the great support we get from our administration, so thank you. I said this last week, I'm so fortunate to work with what I feel to be one of the best educators in Nebraska, Mrs. Dykey, so thank you for everything, and I think that the students would agree that we're all very fortunate to have you working in our district, so thank you. Parents, I always say this, and it sounds cheesy, but without you, they wouldn't exist, and so we wouldn't have anyone to teach, so thank you. And just whether it's getting them up for their early morning practices, or whether it's listening to them as they learn to play their instruments, know that it means the world to us, especially if you're someone like my parents that didn't grow up playing an instrument, so they didn't know what they were getting into when when I brought my trumpet home for that first time. Thank you for supporting and encouraging them, and just so you know, it's been so much fun this year working with these kids, and I just hope that you're hearing the same thing at home. So students, you should clap for your parents now. And I got students, of course, thank you all for working so hard. Again, just to echo what I was saying earlier, it's been so much fun. Just working with our 7th grade band, seeing how much you guys have grown since the beginning of the year has just been such a blast, because so many of you have started coming in before school, staying after school, using your study hall time, and you're seeing that improvement, and it's going to be so much fun because 7th, 8th graders over here were in the same spot as you, and look how much they've grown from where they were last year. You've done an excellent job. I'm excited to see where you go through the rest of the year. And Titan Jazz Band, we've just had a lot of fun this year. You've just been working so hard. And if you guys don't know this, but we have a group of about 10 or so kids that stay after school and just jam out and just run through the jazz band. That's not a knock on those of you that don't, but it's just been so cool seeing you guys just want to get better and play music, because that's what music's all about. It's something that we love to do. So kudos to you students. Thank you for working so hard for us, and you're going to really have a fun rest of your year. So thank you. And I didn't forget him, but I just wanted to say this is Mr. Lukey's last time working with us. He's growing up, not that you're young by any means, but he's going off into the real world to get a job that just like I did and Mrs. Dykey went through. So you're going to be having your own band someday, just so you know. We're all very proud of how you've done just going through this experience. And I think that all the students would agree that you've just gotten better and better, and their songs just sound tremendous. And I know for just listening to the last song you conducted, you've done a great job. So we got you a little something. Hopefully that you can hold on. All the kids signed a card for you, and you got a gift card in there for Target so that you can buy some washcloths and towels and stuff. I don't know what first-year teachers are into anymore, but can you all just give a big round of applause? Boy, we're making record time tonight. So we got one last song for you with our Titan Jazz Band. We have a song called Hot Chocolate, so if you're feeling kind of chilly, get some ready when you get home. So Hot Chocolate is going to feature our drum set player. Real quick, we have 3 students in our jazz band that were actually selected to the 8th grade All-State group. 1 as an alternate, 2 that are participating in the jazz band. So I want to recognize them real quickly. Davis Clark on drum set,